All right, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this, baby. Where's my pen? Here it is. All right, guys. Here's how you remember the unit circle. Can you see it perfectly? I mean, push it to the side a little bit. All right, there you go. It's a lot better. Here's how you remember the unit circle, guys. The first step to remembering the unit circle is this. First, you draw the circle, which is obvious because it's a circle. So you do this, and then you got to notice that this is 1, 0. This is minus 1, 0. This is 0 minus 1. This is 0 and 1. That's 100% correct. Now, what I want to do is a lot of traffic outside, huh? Now what I want to do is I want to find all of the radians that lie on this circle. How do I do that? It's a good thing you came to watch this video then. Now, as you guys can see, this is 360 degrees, which means this is 2 pi. This is going to be pi. It's adjacent to L. That's pi. And this is going to be 180 degrees. This is 90 degrees, which means it's going to be pi over 2. This is going to be 3 pi over 2, which means it's 270 degrees. We're not going to focus too much on the degrees right now. We're going to do the... You guys can see that, right? Oh man, so annoying. It is pretty annoying having this fucking camera. It's kind of a problem, you know. It's a little bit of a problem. Nothing we can't fix, but it is a little bit of a problem though. I think we need to go back a little bit more. Maybe that's gonna work. I think you guys can see it now, right? Yeah, there you go. Problematic, as always. It's okay. You guys can see most of it, so whatever, who cares? Alright, so this is 3 pi over 2. This one is going to be, you guys kind of put my train of thought away, but this is 11 pi over 6. This is going to be, what is it going to be, 7 pi over 4? Yes, exactly. 7 pi over 4. This one's going to be, well, let's do the first quadrant first. This is going to be pi over 6. Pi over 4, pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3. Now this is going to be 3 pi over 4. This is going to be 5 pi over 6. Yes, 5 pi over 6. You know how I know this is 100% correct? I only need to remember the top numbers over here. Because you see the 3, 4, 6, that's a pattern. This is going to be 3 here. And then I'm pretty sure it's going to be 5 pi over 3. And then I also know that this middle one, the middle one is going to be 4 pi. It's going to be, no, it's not going to be 4 pi. It's going to be 5 pi over 4. This is going to be kind of tricky. I almost forgot, but 7 pi over 6. Yes. 7 pi over 6. And the last one, which I haven't done yet, is 4 pi over 3. 4 pi over 3. Now let's check if that's correct, guys. Because I don't want to make mistakes. 7 pi over 6, 7 pi over 4, 5 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, 5 pi over 4, 7 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, 3 pi over 4. Yeah, it's good. We're correct. 100%. Now, there's another thing that you guys need to know. Yeah, man. Oh man, I wish I could do this. That would be so much better. But damn, how do I do that? Maybe somehow gotta figure this out. Alright guys, I think I fixed the camera a little bit so you guys can see a lot more. Now, we've done all of the radians. Now what's next? What's next, I'm going to tell you. It's going to be, we just have to do this. I'm not very good at explaining things, am I? I'm not a very good teacher. Okay, well, let me explain it to you guys. You see, with this, the first step is just putting the number 2 underneath the dividing sign because that's the pattern that we have to follow. Now, to remember, we just do this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we take square roots of every single factor inside the brackets. Square root of 3 over 2, square root. The square root of 1 is 1, so it's okay. Then the square root of 3 over 2. There you go, that's finished already. Pretty easy. So now what you can do is, what you have to remember on this side is that the x coordinate is positive and the y coordinate is minus. You can see that from here and here. That's the measuring point that you're supposed to use. In my mind, this is how I remember it. And I know that I will never be able to forget it because it's a method to the madness, really. So what we got to do is, now this is going to transfer over here. It's like symmetrical to that point. So it's symmetrical to that point. You see, this is there. That in the middle is there. That is there. And we can see that based on how the 11 pi over 6 and the pi over 6 is placed. That's going to give you an idea of where to put all of the values. So what do we do here? We just copy that there. And this is going to be plus, so that's going to be square root of 3 over 2 minus a half. The middle one's going to be square root of 2 over 2 and then minus the square root of 2 over 2. And the last one's going to be, of course, a half and minus square root of 3 over 2. Let me check if I'm right. I'm certain I'm right, but I'll check it just for you guys. I want to make sure I'm not getting anything wrong for you guys, you know? I want to make sure I'm not making any mistakes. Yeah, I'm 100% correct. 100% correct. 100% correct, guys. Hold up. Put it back up. All right, we're good. We're good. So now what's the next step? We just copy all the values over to the next side, but you got to make sure that you remember that the x value and the y value on this side is minus and minus because of these two values. You ignore the zeros. The -1 and the -1 take precedent over that. Now, you just copy this value over here, that value over here. So what do? The first part is going to be minus square root of 3 over 2 and minus a half. There you go. And the middle one's going to be minus square root of 2 over 2 and then minus square root of 2 over 2. Don't forget the square root. And then this one's going to be minus a half and minus square root of 3 over 2. And now we have just one quadrant left. And this is actually the easiest one because this one's going to be x is minus and y is plus. That's how I know it's easy. Now the last one's going to be there's minus a half, and then the square root of 3 over 2 is there. The middle one's going to be minus the square root of 2 over 2, and then square root of 2 over 2. Don't forget the 2. And then the last one's going to be minus square root of 3 over 2, and then that one's going to be, that coordinate is going to be a half. Now, we've completely finished the unit circle now. This is everything. We can put it in degrees for you guys, but I'm not going to put it in degrees right now because it's kind of boring and long. I know how to do it already. I mean, 360, this is 180 over here, that's 180. Then what you do is, really the trick to do is add 30 to the first one and then add 15 and 15, and then add 30 again to get 180. That's how I do it. That's the method to the madness. Now, there's one step that I almost forgot for you guys. What you gotta remember is the cos theta corresponds to the x coordinate. Sine theta corresponds to the y coordinate. This is how you're supposed to do it. Cos theta is x, sine theta is y. Now, there's one more step. Now let's say a question asks you to find the coordinates that lie on the point sine, I don't know, sine 3 pi over 4. How do you figure that out? You see, it's pretty easy. If you know this, if you know that sine theta is going to be y, then you know that you have to look for the y coordinate lying on the point of on the unit circle 3 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4 is here. Now you have to find y. What is it going to be? Square root of 2 over 2. Pretty simple. Yeah, square root of 2 over 2. That's the answer. Very easy. Now let's check, fact check that, if it's correct on my laptop real quick for you guys, just so I don't make a mistake. What is it going to be? Sine 3 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4. What's that? It's going to be 0.7. Okay, well, what's the square root of 2 over 2? I'm certain I'm right. Just fact check it for me, guys, but whatever. Okay? Whatever, baby. Yes. This is the unit circle that I always draw. Like, I mean, it's 100% correct because 3 pi over 4, and that's y. So it's, hold on. Yeah. You're good. It's fine. Yeah, that's how you do it. Now, what if you want to find cos, I don't know, cos 11 pi over 6? How do you find that? It's easy. Cos corresponds to the x-axis. Always remember that. Look at the unit on the circle, 11 pi over 6. X-axis is square root of 3 over 2, which means the answer is square root of 3 over 2. Right there. Now, what if you want to find tan? Well, tan is going to be sine divided by cos. So to find tan, you really just have to divide y divided by x. It's y divided by x. Sine is y, cos is x. So y divided by x. Simple. Now to find tan of what number do you want to find? What do you want to find? Tan of what? Tan of, let's say tan of pi over 3 or something. Well, then it's going to be pi over 3 corresponds to, hold on, I have a lot of numbers here. Pi over 3 is in the middle. No, it's not. It's not in the middle. It's this one. This is pi over 3. That's pi over 4. That's pi over 6. All right, so this is x. This is y. How do you do it? You do square root of 3 over 2 divided by half, which is actually going to be, multiplied by 2 over 1, which is going to be 2 square root 3 divided by 2. You have to rationalize the denominator. Do I? That's just going to be square root of 3 over 1. Multiply it by the square root of 3. And that's going to be 3. Right? How do you rationalize the denominator again? I completely forgot. Let's see. How do you rationalize? A fraction whose denominator is a third can be simplified by taking the denominator rational disposal. No, I don't have to rationalize the denominator because it's already rationalized. It's literally square root of 3 over 1. Yeah. Well, that's the answer, guys. Correct me in the comment section if I made a mistake. Yeah. This is my answer. There's a method to the madness, guys.